It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. We got some more Rage Against the Machine. They're easily becoming some of my favorite things to react to because it's just so raw, and the music behind the actual vocals is just so amazing to me. This is called Testify. Let's dive in. Let's see what they was doing with this one. This looks interesting, to say the least.
I support the death penalty.
I support the death penalty.
We will be prosperous if we embrace free trade.
Prosperity from free and fair trade.
As usual, the music behind it is absolutely fire. So that was interesting. At first, I wasn't sure because I couldn't tell who that was, but it looks like it went from Bush to Bush and Gore. That's who that was. It was Al Gore. I remember being alive during this. I mean, I hope I was because I'm a little bit older. But yeah, I remember like seeing in the paper like their pictures and stuff like that, and then thinking one was gonna win. And I didn't know much about politics, but everybody around me at the time was like a Democrat, and so you assumed like, oh, everyone just had this feeling that Al Gore was gonna win. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And then the next day you find out that he didn't. I don't know why I remember that, but I just remember that moment. But I like how they're kind of painting it as if like they're the same. It's like there was one and now there's two, but they're saying the same things. And okay, this is an interesting video.
Let's testify. It's right outside the door. With precision, you feed me, my witness. I'm hungry, your temple. It calls me so I can carry on. My slavery, sweating, the skin right off my bones on a bed of fire.
Oh, those were the good old days. Now I wonder if they were showing this because the prices were going up back then. Imagine, show the prices from today.
Right outside the door. With precision, you feed me, my witness. I'm hungry, your temple. It calls me so I can carry on. My slavery, sweating, the skin right off.
Look at these prices. Now, I don't know if they were showing this because the prices had gone up and that was like them making a point. But compared to today, I think all of us would happily go back to these prices. $169 for regular unleaded. That's ridiculous. I will please let me get, please let us get that again. Because right now, I want to say last time I went out there, it was like $4. It was like $3.99 or $3.97 or something like that. And that's here in New York. I hear in Cali it's even crazier. Like Cali's been up to like what, $6, $7 before. I don't know if it's still that high, but that's like, it's like, like that's just is mind blowing. Mind blowing. I remember being back in high school and like a friend would give a bunch of us a ride home and we'd literally scrounge together like $1.50, $2 and change, and he'd go get gas, and it was enough gas to bring everybody to their house around town. Like everybody, and him feel like he was still good and had some extra gas left over. Like it's just wild to me. It's wild to me how things have drastically changed and they only get worse and worse and worse and worse. And I don't know where we're going, right? It's like people are like, oh, we need higher minimum wage and da-da. So the minimum wage raises, but then everything around you raises. And so you're in the same position every single time it has, right? That doesn't make any sense to me. So it's like, I just don't understand it. Like minimum wage it goes up, and then all the stores raise their prices. Your rent goes up, and it's like, okay, so what was the point? Like, how did it help me if everything just got more expensive with it? Like it just, I don't know. It's crazy. Like I love America. Don't get me wrong, but there's some shit that we got to get sorted out. We got to get some things sorted out.
My bones on a bed of fire. I'm choking on the smoke that fills my home. The wrecking ball is rushing. Witness, you're blushing. The pipeline is gushing. While here we lie into right on the corner.
Now, is this them saying what companies had hold, my bad. I didn't mean to hit back anymore. Is this them saying what companies have supported these guys?
It's gushing. While here we lie into
So I don't know if this is them saying that these are the companies that supported their presidency and donated this certain amount of money, because that is another big issue, right? These big companies are now, they're pretty much buying these politicians. I actually saw a video this morning on Twitter that was from like 1978 or something of Joe Biden, where he was saying, oh, I went to the big guys. I was ready to prostitute myself for them to invest in him, but they told me to come back when I'm 40. And it's like, that makes you, you know what I'm saying? Like he said he calls it prostituting, but it was kind of like him making a joke, but it's in reality, that's what it is. And so when a company is giving you 500,000, a million, 5 million, like how do you not end up doing things that are in favor of that company, right? Like that's the whole point of them giving you that money. And if suddenly you don't do one of those things, then guess what? Next presidency or next time, like it's not going to work out this, right? So it's really fishy that this is the way that it works. I don't know why. I don't know if has it always been this way when it came to presidency stuff, where people donate money, like even since way back in the beginning of it all, or did it just become that way at some point? And I feel like that's tricky, and that's something that should have never been allowed. It should have never been allowed, because it changes it just changes things. We all know it though, right? It's not even like I'm saying anything that we don't all know. We all know this, and it's not good. It's just not good.
The pipeline is gushing while here we lie in tune right on the corner. Virtually sleepless. We found your weakness, and it's right outside your door. Now testify. Yeah, testify. It's right outside your door. Now testify.
I like how they showed the girls make it out, and then George Bush jumped back.
It's right outside your door. Now testify. Now testify. But it's right outside your door. Nice place for the pump when the price is set. When the price is set. Nice place for the pump when the price is set. When the price is set. Nice place for the pump when the price is set. When the price is set. Nice place for the pump when the price is set. When the price is set.
Invest your money for the future.
Invest in the future.
I've been talking about clean air.
We got to clean up our air.
I support a ban on soft money.
We will get all of the soft money out of the campaign.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Controls the past now. Controls the future.
That's a real bar. Like, listen, who controls the past now controls the future. That is a fact.
Controls the present now. Controls the past.
Yo.
Controls the past now. Controls the future. Controls the present now. Now testify. Testify. It's right outside your door. Now testify. Testify. It's right outside your door.
If you're not turned on to politics, politics will turn on you.
This might be one of the craziest ones that we've checked out yet. In November, it is estimated that the majority of Americans, nearly 100 million people, will not vote. I'm gonna be honest with you though. I don't know. Like I'm not saying not to vote. I'm not pushing that agenda. But at the same, I don't know how much it matters, because I don't trust either side. I feel like they all just tell us what we want to hear. Every single time they tell you what you want to hear, but in reality, the people that donated the most money, that got them in the position to be able to even run for president and then get there, are the ones that are going to have a say in everything. So they can tell you that they have this certain thought process, this, that, and the third, but then they accept certain money, and when the time comes, it's going to be based on what those companies want them to do. And if it's different than the stuff that they spewed to you, they're going to find a way to talk around it and tell you why it's not going to be that way after all the time that they told you that it was. I will never not think that, and I think a lot of us are probably on the same page with that. And I don't know. I just think we're in a position where it's just really odd. It's really, it's just a weird place to be in, because I don't trust either side. I really, really don't. I just feel like everybody's got their own agenda, but that's the case with life, right? Even when it comes to people that you meet in your day-to-day life, everyone's got their own agenda. Everyone's got their own thing that they're pushing for, their own thoughts and stuff that they want to happen in their life. And at the end of the day, you got to watch out for yourself, right? Every man for themselves. Yeah, you have friends, you know what I'm saying? But there's very few people that are really there. Just, I don't know. The world is an odd place. Humans are, we're an odd species. We're not even really, like, it is what it is. It's what we are as humans. And we like to believe that things are going to be a certain way, or that, like, but at the end of the day, we're animals just like every other animal. And guess what? other animals don't all look out for each other all the time either. Like there's moments here and there where you, oh, that's so cute, or oh wow, look at he's helping that. But it's not always like that, and it's the same with us as humans. It really, really is. At the end of the day, people are there for themselves, their family, more so than they're going to be for anything else. And if doing something that is outside of everybody else's interest is going to help their situation, their fam, whatever, then they're going to do that. And that's just the way that it's going to go and the way it's always going to be. I also have this thought that the president a lot of times is a face. Yeah, they can make changes, they could do certain things and stuff like that. But as we've seen in the past, like there's people that are behind it or people that have been there for a long, long time that don't like certain choices people make, and they'll try to make certain things happen in certain ways or get them out of there or whatever the case is, because of the fact that it's like it's just this well-oiled machine and it's working for them and they don't want that to change. And I don't know, man. It's a crazy thing. It's a crazy thing. I don't want to go too crazy with it because I get myself in trouble on this platform. I appreciate you guys. Comment down below. I will catch you in the next one, homies.
I don't believe in the future, so I just look to my past life. I take all the lessons I've learned and then I create me a moment you can't write. It's different than dreams, it's different than wishing for shit that you see. It's something you build, you gotta shed tears, and if you gon' live it, accept that you'll bleed. This ain't a drill, that's just a beat. This shit is real, cause that's what you need. This is the pill, that is the seat. Take you a moment before you concede. I got a lot of shit waiting on change, but every day wake up and do it the same. I'm sick of my mind, it's out of control. I thought it was fine, but that was a phase. I mean, it's like, I got a chance, why would I blow it? It's all that I have.